Hey YouTube, the acquisition of Team Sorcerers here, and I thought I'd do some sort of generalised Yu-Gi-Oh discussion thing, just to add more content to the channel. And this one is about intrusion penalties. Now, for those who don't know what I mean by intrusion penalties, it's basically where a player enters a duel that's already in progress, whether it's a normal 1v1 game or a battle royale. They basically just jump into the duel and it becomes either a battle royale or a big battle royale. Now, the only downside to this is the intrusion penalty, where you have to basically pay or give up a certain number of life points. Now, this is a concept that was introduced in the Arc 5 anime. Now, there's actually been some confusion regarding whether you pay 2,000 or whether it's half your life points. Now, the thing is with this confusion, it doesn't help that in the anime players start with 4,000 life points, whereas in the real game you start with 8,000. And because 2,000 is half of 4,000, which is what duelists pay, it led me and some other people to assume that it costs half your life points, whereas in later years there was a debate over this, and they said it was just 2,000. So it was hard to really say which of these is true, because the problem is, like I've mentioned a few times already, there's no official rules for battle royals, and there's obviously no official rules when it comes to this intrusion penalty. So there was only one way to try and figure this out once and for all, and that was go to the Yu-Gi-Oh wiki and read up on the episode where it was first introduced, just to try and figure out a definitive answer. And I checked and double-checked, but it doesn't really specify. So it's like, well, this isn't helpful at all. However, after reading it again, there was one thing that gives away, which cost is true, and that was that it said absolutely nothing about paying half your life points. It's only mentioned about losing or paying 2,000, which therefore suggests that the real ruling regarding intrusion penalties is that you have to pay 2,000 life points for the intrusion penalty. So yeah, this was quite interesting actually. Which means that in the real game it's not much of a drawback. I mean, because in comparison to paying half your life points, paying 2,000 is nothing to give up, really. Well, at least not at the start of the duel. It's definitely nothing to give up right at the start. But then again, I suppose you could argue that if you're still on low life points, then half your life points isn't much to give up. But that's another topic altogether. Um, Now, in the early days of the Dead Universe Comics War Rumbles, intrusion penalties were introduced. Not obviously right at the start, but I guess like about half a year after we started them, that we decided to use it, although after a while we decided to stop using it because what we figured it wasn't fair on those that are already participating. Because one person in that war could be doing really well and on the verge of winning the whole thing, and then an intruder just swoops in and takes out everyone and steals the win. And that actually did happen at least once. It just makes you feel bad on the one who would have won. So we ended up just getting rid of it altogether after about a year, I think. But then again, though, sometime afterwards, maybe about 6 years later, there were some participants who allowed it anyway on a couple of occasions, but I don't think they were made aware of either the original rules or basically this rule where we just don't allow intrusion penalties. So, yeah, I mean, that's basically going to do it for this discussion video, just working out what the real penalty cost is and just my thoughts on it really. But what are your guys' thoughts on intrusion penalties? Let me know in the comments down below, and I will catch you later. Bye.